Hey!
Get down.
Do you find yourself looking for a calendar, but it's just not manly enough? That's too basic. I don't want my friends to think I'm gay when they come over. We are not going back there again. Did you see his calendar? The one calendar Kenworth never made. Whoa, not that manly. That's pretty cool. Would be cool to make a logging calendar. Yo, this is pretty dope. Now you can get yourself 12 months of C500. It's the sickest calendar ever built. Pick it up today, fourth wall. Link in the description below. Thanks for the support. Now back to the show. Yep, I finally dug it out. Looks like I'm gonna need some speedometer work, maybe. I don't know how I feel about car covers. I feel like there's a lot more moisture kept in the car, like underneath it in the engine bay, when you use car covers. I don't know, my new alternator doesn't look that great that I just bought like not that long ago. They're like, your housing is cracked. We can't use your old alternator. I'm like, what? Standard. Of course, there's a few gremlins. Always. Volkswagen. Oh, it's coming back to life, the Speedo. It's fixed itself. That's one thing I like about Volkswagens. Broken one minute, you never know what's going to happen the next minute. It could be fixed. I need to deal with that. Yes. I had it in a different port on the oil cooler last year, and I was like, I gotta try the other port. I think my problem was it says right in the directions, make the ground short as possible. I ran the ground all the way into the car because I twisted 3 wires together to make a harness. And I put them all in here together as one, and I'm like, wow. Because I had a ground right here by the fuse panel, right? So I'm like, I'll just take it all inside the car. It would be kind of cleaner instead of trying to find another ground underneath the hood. Not that would have been an issue, but these are expensive. What is it? Mini Digi? Fizz Digi Mini. I can't remember what I found. I ordered them from Europe. I'm like, those are sick. I'm like, I want those. And they make them for all, like, Mark 1, 2, 3. I don't think they make them for a Mark 4, but Mark 1, 2, 3. You can get all sorts of, I think mostly Mark 2 and Mark 3, actually. Corrados as well. That's would be Mark 2, Mark 3 generation. But Mark 1 Corrado. Just the popular stuff. Let me rephrase that. And they're expensive, but well worth it. Cool little gauges. I like that. And I wanted an oil pressure gauge for this thing because I never know what's going on. Every once in a while, the oil light buzzer comes on at certain RPMs. I think I did believe I checked it and everything is good, but I don't know. These things just have these little dummy sensors, so it's got a high pressure and a low pressure sensor. Of course, my mount, or not my mount, my hat mount is in one of the other cars, unfortunately. Clutching and switching gears with knees. So what are we doing today? We got some Hopkins stuff that we're gonna go do, obviously, since the intro is a Hopkins thing. We're going to meet up at the Hopkins shop at 7 a.m. I tried to set the clock so slow, and it was at 0, and I set the minutes first. It's like 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 50. Go over to the hour side. I'm pushing on it with my pen. Got a pen here just in case for stuff like that, because that's how we are here, old school. And the hour one doesn't move. We'll just put it on oil temperature. Sure. I mean, what the oil temperature is so we can get on it. No, it's got last year's fuel in it. Full tank though. And then we got, okay, so Hopkins, He's like, go and Dad will tell you what to load and where to take it. Medicine Hat-ish area. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's what we're going to do. But I finally got, I was missing the battery connector. I got a quick disconnect threaded battery terminal. Then I went out, pulled the car cover off the other day, threw the battery in there, tightened it down, fastened it, go to put the post on. I'm like, where's the other half of the post? Couldn't find it. Looked around, you know, when I try to look for stuff, I can't find shit for the life of me. I asked my wife, I was just like, it's right here. And I couldn't find it, so I got super mad, slammed the hood, Mark Wahlberg, put all the shit back inside the garage, and packed her up for the day and ordered another battery terminal. But I needed a specific one, it's very specific. I like this style because the other one was kind of shitty. I could have made it work, but I didn't, so. It finally came, I put the battery in, and I'm like, oh, what's this other wire hanging down here? It's the ground for my fog lights I put on. And what's hanging on the end of it? The other half of the battery terminal that I got so mad about trying to find. Meanwhile, the mosquitoes are eating me alive. The mosquitoes are so bad right now. Yo, bro. Just do 100 through the intersection. There's photo radar here. I think it's only for this way, though. See the lamp post up there? I like this car. I know. It's paid for. But anyways, let's carry on. We'll go in, hook up. I don't know how to pull out my winch line. I hope it doesn't rain. I got a new coil for this, but I didn't get to put it in yesterday because I'm like, it's fine until it gets splashy wet. Like, these are hammered out lanes, and then what's got standing water in there, this thing tends to want to sputter. But I don't think it's coil related, but I was going to change the coil anyways. I don't know what it would be. Maybe cracked wires. I'm like, I did cap rotor wires. I'm like, that was like 15 years ago. I'm like, maybe it's time to do them again. The car doesn't like water. It's got a distributor. I know some of you kids won't even know what a distributor is. But anyways, carry on. Let's go in.
Money. monnaie. Monnaie.
I'm so terrible. I do what I want, what I want.
As above, so below. I like to watch you closely. You're looking toward the stars for all the answers that you hold inside you. The cool moonlight takes us tonight. Let our souls collide. Fall into this moment with you when everything aligns. Come around the world with me. If only we could be so lucky. There is so much more that's out there for us to see. When we touch, spark ignites. Keep that flame blazing high. I trace your steps through my mind, traveling back in time. Bright moonlight takes us tonight. Let our souls collide. I slip into a deep trance with you. The galaxy aligns. Come around the world with me. If only we could be so lucky. There is so much more that's out there for us to see. Come around the world with me. If only we could be so lucky. There is so much more that's out there for us to see. Come around the world with me. If only we could be so lucky. There is so much more that's out there for us to see. Come around the world with me. If only we could be so lucky. There is so much more that's out there for us to see.
You make the hill, Ross?
Yeah, right behind you.
Can't see, there's a cone in the way. He's gonna head we're gonna head up with me first.
Okay. You got a couple guards flapping away over here, Joe?
Oh, I'm done nothing. I'm just gonna get to the top of the hill. You guys can, once I'm up on top, Ross and I are up on top, you guys can take off.
Copy. Yeah, no, I just figured I'd let you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got guards and ships and flags put on and everything else. Kilometer, Ross, from the top of the hill to the loader was the other day.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could roll down so you didn't have to walk all the way.
Well, I made it about 3/4 of the way, and some guy come down the hill and pick me up as a hitchhiker and took me to my loader, but I made her most of the way.
At least you were coming down the hill, you didn't have to go up the hill to get it.
No, that's true. Definitely a lot nicer. We just hook on at the bottom and you help me?
Yeah, you know.
Pick your gear.
was a little washboardy there. A little rough. I think Dad had an automatic. He was pretty pushing me most of it, yeah. Hit that washboard and it started to chop. Started to spin a little bit there. And then, yeah, number 2 there, just like, oh boy. I'm like, cow catcher bumper, right? So usually you don't pick up on them, but I'm sure that truck has been picked up on many a time. So we're at the bottom of the hill. I'm already spinning. I'm like, gonna have to take some weight, or else I'd have to spool out and winch him up the hill, which got lots of winch line. Probably would have taken 2 runs. Yeah, but it's done now. We'll grab our rock truck and giddy up and go. This part sucks. Should have revved up the engine. It is muggy. I am just sweating. So obviously you see 30-ton Komatsu rock truck, never touched one before. Pretty easy to operate though. It's a rock truck. So for the cow dungs. I should have a second chair, which I do, in my bag back there. I don't want to dig it out though. Lazy. And legal on weights. Oh, max AC on me. Truck is a little weak. Sitting around. I gotta do something about that. I got too much here, but I like having the detachable keys. Get rid of a couple rings. The problem is these other bigger rings don't fit in the actual thing here, so I gotta have a second one. also affects my shifting sitting on the floor. In a truck, I already can't shift. Should just put it in that gear and start at the bottom, man. It's like pointless. Getting dust in. So the Jeeps, the way they're set up, they get no way forward. Where to?
Hey?
Where to?
Drayton Valley. Rack site.
All right.
If you gotta do something in the morning, take it to the shop.
No, it's gotta go to the frame shop tomorrow, but it's all right. We got her. It'll be there.
It's not twisted.
Precaution, I guess, you know?
Tussle the truck.
Needs a wheel alignment. Guess I should measure the height. I don't know what we got to go under 1 off of 3. I don't know what the height is. I think it's like 5'3" or something. Double checking. Double checking. Just missed one hell of a rainstorm. firing up in here. Huh. Oh well, it's kind of decent over here. We'll deck off on this island. Dear Lennox, is it okay to scissor down without sliding your wheel all the way back? Oh no, I'm gonna spool out into the mud. Do everything one-handed. Don't you have a helmet cam? Head cam? I'm like, yeah, I do. Why didn't you put that on? I don't know, good question. This thing is beat. Going through some spare fuses. Every alarm. The air conditioning works though. Fired it up down there and got in, and I was like, it's ice cold. A little bit of rain. Good time. Oh, damn. Icy cold. Apologies if it does. It's got power windows. Or did. What, even the parking brake locks you out of the power windows? What's up? They worked earlier. Huh. Oh, they work now. I don't really like how they only roll down a little bit. Not a big fan of rock trucks, only because I can't see jack shit. We don't have that far to go to get off the trailer, so that's good. But if I fell off, it would be embarrassing. Just ram right into catch up. I don't know what the beeping's about. Camera's still there. Well, I don't want to walk through a lake. It's all good until you put it in gear. 46,000 kilometers. It might be low on gear oil. Guess what? I don't have any. I hate convex mirrors. I think there's something buried there. Oops, that's not neutral. It's not like your typical automatic transmission. All right, that includes our ride for the day. Whoa. Ah. Oh, my flag. Need that. Take your gloves in the machine. Forgot my gloves. Home run. Mosquitoes, I tell ya. It was just like barely do the lock on the gate and there's like 12 of them on my legs. Hey, you shouldn't be wearing shorts. Yeah. I was starting to notice that too. Well, anyways, that was alright. That was a good journey, a good haul ass on the highway. Thanks for coming along on the journey. Thanks for watching. Thanks for thumbing it up and subscribing if you're new to the channel. 3 videos a week. You want ad-free content, you can check out Patreon. Not much extra gets posted over there, but the odd time there is some extra stuff over there. And it's ad-free. If you're tired of being a slave, holy Jesus, slave to YouTube, check out Patreon. If you want merch, we got merch available at Fourth Wall, Time Lapse Trucker. Advertise that in the beginning of all the videos usually. We got all sorts. I have way too much stuff over there. I just keep making stuff and adding to the catalog. I have a lot. I don't know what to do with it all. I'm like, I should archive it, but I'm like, well, every now and then someone will buy 1 or 2, and I'm just like, okay, well, yeah, we'll just leave it up there. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.